My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Sanity TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, I will be bringing to you a woman that was formerly the wife of our Oyindu, but I believe that she is no longer the woman in his life because she can never be. She is the worst Delilah that we have in this generation, and the person that betrayed Oyindu and doesn't want Oyindu to come alive. Instead of her to be demanding for the release of the husband, if she claims that he is, she doesn't do that. Rather, she is fighting to stop the Biafra restoration, and that was actually the main reason why she sold out on Hindu. But before I dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you are new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell icon so that anytime I upload another video you'll be notified. And other than that, let's go into it immediately.
You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling when we talk about our freedom.
So I'm starting with what PM wrote as he posted the voice of this woman. And PM says, the Chinchi, the Ejofo, and the Ifanyoba bedbug has spoken. Let me help them to share their 19 minutes from the 1 hour 58 minutes high on weed and hard drugs discussion. Our PM has mouth, man, because it is only people on substances that will engage on such discussion. Nobody listens to them on their platform. Let me help them to share this sermon. Those who think that Biafra freedom is their family inheritance, that it should go from husband to wife and to son and maybe their grandchildren, we finally restore their own Biafra. And PM laughed and says, it pains them that the Biafra government has done wonders within 2 years. The kidnappers are accusing others for kidnapping. Now, I am done with the last meeting. You all can listen to this Chinchi, PM said. So, my people, let us now listen to this woman and hear the nonsense that she vomited from her mouth.
What's going on in the East now? My brother-in-law, someone working for him, was coming with a worker, Ejide Hanozo, in Imo State. One of you was another Abajo, was Nnamdi Kanu, sorry. It's a second on this side. You was in a gave the no Igbo Gap and I go on Abajo, Bajo, so
okay, my people, let us start from the first startup of her story. She could not even start the story very well. She started with mistakes. That is how somebody that is trying to conjure something, that's how they normally do so many times. Okay, so he didn't even know whether the waje dionye Hausa or the waje dionye Igbo. So she was kind of confused, because when you are concocting something, right, when you are trying to join story from here and here, here and there. That is what you were having. So she began with stammering.
You know? So keep that aside as well. Some people have a kidnap, they kidnap these people and then they ask for or request for ransom. Now, where does the exchange take place? The back of the military checkpoint or police checkpoint. Also hold that. Now, that should align you or allude that to what Abacha once said, that any insurgents that lasted for 48 hours, take it to the bank, like a government in there. Always said that. Even before I became aware of Abacha's statement, I have always known that. I said to myself that any location, any environment, the people come together. So we're forming vigilantes. Such thing can never happen in our village. Go around there. Go and make your survey. Such thing will never happen. Any environment, the police force or whoever said there will be no crime here, go and check it. There will be no crime. Why can't you go to Asoro and make kidnap on that around that DSS connecting to the why can't you go and make kidnap? Never make kidnap now. So the kidnapping stuff going on in the east, these criminals are working with some politicians, like a government in there. Which will then take me to the leader of these kidnappers, these terrorists, yeah?
Okay, my people, if you are listening very carefully, she started with a narrative. Okay, that is what, when people want to, confuse people, the listeners, they start with a narrative. From that narrative, they will now begin to drive their point. Right? So she started with kidnap, and now she said that those people are definitely working with the government. And do you know what she actually said? That they are working with the Nigerian terrorist military. This is the same thing that the DOS criminals have been saying, okay, and their followers. That Simon Ekpa is a zoo agent. But sometimes I wonder how these people reason, or no, those ones are criminals, but anybody that believes those people, okay, I wonder how he reasons, because how can the people that you are saying that this man is working with, how come that this man is actually doing something that is even more dangerous than the one the husband, okay, or the ones that call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu their leader, has actually done to the government, and they now went after him? This same Simon Ekpa that they are saying is working with the government has actually done more than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And again, he's even making it to international world, where not just that it's happening in Biafra land, it's happening in Nigeria. He's touching Nigeria to the point that the president, drug lord himself, is crying. The military chief of staff or chief of defense or whatever he calls his name is crying up and down every day, calling his name or every time, right? Why will you now be saying that the same man is working with the zoo? Because of him, the zoo is spending so much, acquiring one fighter jet, going to Biafra land. And if you claim that you don't know what is happening to Biafra land, you're a Biafran. Give a call to your people that are living to people that are living around the vicinity. Okay, around the vicinity, this guerrilla warfare normally takes place. The people that are living there in that vicinity, call them and ask them. I've heard so many people that have traveled that actually accidentally came across the actions of the Liberation Army versus the Zoo military. They have testified how our men are gallant. Okay, leave that one aside. Why will the same person working with the zoo destroying the government properties? And people will say, no, it is an Igbo, but you are not gaining anything from those Ana that you are calling an Igbo. You don't know what is federal government property. You don't know that in as much as there are roads, there are so many things in the southeast, they are not even for the southeasterners. They are kind of government property. But they don't know all these ones. They are saying that he is destroying Alibo. So how can someone be fighting government and they are alluding it that he is working with the government? You see how they think. But you see, this is the narrative they want to be, forwarding out. They want to be pushing that narrative to be deceiving some people that don't really reason very deep, right? But because everybody that reasons very well can never believe such nonsense.
This little imbecile Nona Finland. For years he has managed to call my name. After I'm that boy Toyo for myself, but let's leave respect. Let's leave age by the side. He has managed to call upon Nnamdi Kanu. You said Nnamdi Kanu is you are his disciple. You are the Kanu disciple. You insult his wife. You insult his child. You insult his family. You insult his structure. IPOB. Now let me address him.
Okay, my people, let me tell you something. I've been with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, I've been with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for let me say I started following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very closely when he appeared in Israel. Okay, when the first broadcast he made in 2019, I started following him. I'm not sure that I missed one of his broadcasts. Okay, so I know what he believes. I know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu desires so much. I know his heartbeat. That is why when I see these people talking rubbish, I wonder. Okay, so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually said that if you will tell him to come for you to cut off his neck, that is, cut off his neck so that Biafra will come, he will do that immediately. He said this thing in 2021 before he was arrested, or should I say he was kidnapped. Now he said again that if any other person can do, anybody that knows what he can do to get Biafra, that really he will support the person. He still says that any person that comes to a point in this struggle and starts saying that you should, if you have something, hit the person, because the person is already sold out, is a betrayal, that there is no how to do it. There is nothing hidden. So I understand the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu towards this liberation. For somebody to now come and want to change every narrative that we have been taught. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called for armed struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even told US for armed struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu oh God. You know, sometimes we don't want to start saying a lot of things that we know that our leader taught us and he preached with his mouth. Mazi Simon Ekpa has not even spoken the kind of words Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been speaking, because he speaks all those things because he doesn't owe anybody. He's a freedom fighter, and the world made it that democracy, you have your freedom of speech. They call it insurrection, while when they went to court they couldn't prove that because he was exercising his what? Freedom of speech. And what he was telling people is to defend themselves. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did all those things Simon Ekpa is still doing today, but these people are just laying insults on him. Now this woman started by saying that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been calling her name, which Mazi Simon Ekpa hasn't done that. Mazi Simon Ekpa even never wanted to respond to her until she called us names. She called autopilot names, frontal lobes, and so many things. Insulted professionals amongst the Biafran government in exile. Doctors, pharmacists, barristers, professionals in their fields, businessmen and all that. And she is here claiming to be educated. She will go and find one dictionary word and come and use it to talk as somebody that is intelligent. You know, these people always think that speaking grammar makes you intelligent. I don't know who deceived them. Personally, I've witnessed many people, even while in school those days. Okay, there are lots of ladies that can't pass exam without cheating. But if you see them speaking English, because ladies learn how to speak English faster, I don't know why, but they actually, you know, when we talk about things, it's about percentage level, okay? Not like there are so many men that, you know, learned how to speak English earlier, right? But ladies do that more. The percentage is high. Why? Because I don't know, but that's how I see it. Okay, so now back in the school days, you will see these ladies speaking English fluently. Some men will be battling with their responses. Okay, but do you know those guys that are not fluent in their English? They will be the ones helping these ones speaking fluent English in exams. Yes, it happened. That's not intelligent, right? And leave exam alone. When it comes to life, real life, doing business, you know, doing business and doing some other things goes with the brain. Okay, you will see these men doing very well. Okay, now they think that English is intelligence. That's why anybody that wants to prove that he is very well educated, is the person will start using unnecessary grammar. And what they don't know is that grammar is not communication. There are places you can use grammar, but that's not the fact that you can communicate. What matters is being articulating while speaking. ability to communicate a message to your audience in a simple manner. That is a good communicator. So this woman thinks that she is very intelligent because she crams words and come to speak and think that she is well educated, not knowing that she is actually calling autopilot that comprises of professors, doctors, and many. It's an insult to Biafrans. So this woman started by involving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's son into her mess. Insulting, if you listen to verbal insults this woman gave to our PM, I'm not sure that I can even allow us to listen to all these things because it's too huge, it's too much. So just continue as we listen.
For years, I've just alluded or connected or just talk about their nonsense, automatic stupidity that they're into. And that was not enough. In fact, it was enough for me because he's a child. He's a little child to me. Now he behaves like a little child in our style. You know these naughty children now, but millionaires who have a lot of if you knew such children in the village, Mazi, growing up, and they were naughty children then. So this person, when you're having a shower or whatever, somebody calls and says, "Oh, you know what I heard you I'm coming now." He will jump out and come and talk and speak rubbish. Number one, he's not comprehensive enough. He's not comprehensive, one. And I managed to connect that to Trisomy 21.
Okay, before she goes ahead to begin to talk about rubbish that she started talking about, okay, let me address what she said about that our PM is not comprehensive in communication. Okay, so now it's really funny. This woman that you see talking, ask what she has actually done and ask what she is even doing. What is her job? The person that is actually talking to our PM, ask what her job is in UK that she is living. Ask. Okay, that's number one. She wanted to insult our PM, but she is now ridiculing herself because the person that she is insulting has more qualification than her. The person that she is insulting is more involved in things. I don't even know comparison. The person that she is even insulting. Okay, so let's continue. In fact, I'm short of words what I will even say about this woman because it's so annoying and is very ridiculous what this woman just displayed on air.
Trisomy 21. Mazi, I want people to check what Trisomy 21 is. T for Tango, R for Romeo, I for India, S for Sierra, O for Oscar, M for Mama, Y for Yankee, 21, number 21. Now, that is a genetic disorder. If you look at this little boy, that disorder, and that makes him behave like, what is that disorder? Is a portion, is a third chromosome 21. When it happens to a person, that person will have a moderate intellectual disability, growth retardation, and some, characteristic facial features. So if you look at this boy in Finland, you will see that he escaped that disorder. Now, with all due respect to Trisomy 21, because in this country, Mazi, if you go to a supermarket, you will see them working there. If you go to a bank, You will see them there. They're doing one thing or another. You go to the council. You will see them doing some jobs, doing something, pushing some stuff. Why is that the case? Because they have been trained. In this country, Ananya has special care.
Yeah, they have a special schools.
Thank you.
Even though it's a form of learning difficulty, but they have been so well trained and mannered that is almost concealed, and their characters sometimes can be very, very, impeccable. And I just want to add to what you said. The Buffon in Finland is an intellectual dwarf. He's got nothing to offer. Absolutely.
Not really, but that patient's features. So if you look at this boy in Finland, you would see that is his facial features. So he escaped by 25%. Now, to analyze that is why I don't pay him no attention. But I will come to him I will round up in a short minute.
So what this woman is talking in this audio that you guys are hearing is that our PM has a deficiency syndrome. See the insults that this woman is raining on a full-fledged father. Our PM is not just a man, he is a father, has a son. Okay, not out of wedlock. He married and got a son. Now this woman is saying that he is a boy. My people, even if that this woman gave birth to our PM, the mother of our PM will not even insult PM the way this woman insulted PM. Your father can never insult you the way this woman insulted PM. Immediately you became a teenager, your father will no longer insult you as a boy, because you will be making him to know that you are a man. Okay, that's how some of us did, right? Immediately you cross 18 years, you will try to prove to your parents that you are now a man and you are no longer a boy. Talk more of when you have already started your family, and this woman is calling our PM that boy, that he is so little, just to tell you that she doesn't know what to say. Okay, and she claims that she is intelligent. If you want to even engage your enemy, you don't go personal. For someone to know that you are intelligent, you don't attack even your enemies personally. You don't attack them with their personal life. For you to exhibit or showcase your intelligence in the public, you attack the actions, the principles, or you attack the policies or actions of a man. That is what you go after, the character, not the person's life. You don't go and start fighting the person or his family, business, and all that. You don't do that. For you to show that you are intelligent, you have to be objective. Bring out your points. Tell us what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing as a criminal. That is what I thought that you will present to the public. Not insulting this boy that he doesn't, that is your son that will do this. But you have not told us how, because you claimed that Simon Ekpa, our PM, is the leader of the people kidnapping in Nigeria and working with Zoo government. What we expected you is, after saying that, you prove it with some facts, right? Connect it, even if you don't show us picture, but with your words, convince us with what you just said. This woman couldn't say anything. And you hear her ranting here, talking rubbish, insulting herself, in fact, humiliating herself.
Because of that, because he escaped, had he had Trisomy 21, with all due respect to the Trisomy 21 children, they are sensible. How am I here now? Just as you have confirmed, they are trained, so they behave like human beings. They are okay. They're fitting into the society and behave civilized. So because Onyankame escaped from the disorder, Mazi so he was not given that special care.
He couldn't have gotten it from the zoo where he escaped from. As the animal he is, we know how, I for one know how he ran away from the zoo.
So he's running around all over the place. Number one, he's working for the zoo government. This is the first time I'm calling Nigeria a zoo. In fact, to be honest with you, I don't throw names.
Okay, you heard that this is the first time she's calling Nigeria a zoo. But the husband has been calling Nigeria a zoo. So it tells you that this woman does not support what the husband has been doing. And she has been eating and dining with the zoo terrorists. And even in this tape, she still called them terrorists. And do you know who calls Nigeria terrorists? Mazi Simon Ekpa and nobody else. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not call them terrorists. Yes, he always calls them zoo. But Simon Ekpa started the terrorists, and which I checked, I saw that, man, that's the perfect name, not even zoo. So, but this woman is claiming that she doesn't, call them zoo. Why will she? Because she is the one working with them and, trying to change the narrative.
He's working with the Nigerian government, so his sense is number two, my husband.
And I think she did not know when she used that word zoo, okay? Yeah, because she doesn't need to insult the people that she works with, she doesn't even do that. So, but she didn't know when she used it, and you see that she corrected herself and went on to apologize.
For those of you who are deaf, where is that boy from? And now that should tell you that boy has only maybe he's affiliated through his mother's lineage to Ebony. Take it to the bank. Keeping all of that aside, he's running around like a little child that is not a trained.
Nobody knows his village or hometown.
Before you know, he's insulting Nnamdi.
Yes, Lolo, you're very correct. When we come on Radio Biafra, we introduce ourselves and say the village or town where we come from and the province in Biafra land. This people has no identity.
Mm-hmm. So
no originality.
Yes. So he just appeared from wherever he appeared from, having this disorder and subu that can allow him to reason like a human being. And he's bringing you Biafra. Yes? He's bringing you Biafra.
You know what makes these people mad? They have many times tried to trace the family of Mazi Simon Ekpa, our PM. This is the most frightening thing that the zoo is going through in the case of this our PM, that they could not trace where he's from and anybody that relates to him. And because this woman works with the zoo government, it has been a burden. This is a woman that the husband has been in custody. She is here ranting, here talking rubbish. This is a woman. It's terrible.
Now maybe it's the cousin of Tinubu too, because Tinubu has similar identity crisis.
Thank you. So now you're fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, yes. You could be fighting that in your family, like in family squabbles where you're having issues, and then maybe one of the family, the other family, your opponent, comes and takes your father away. You go to their house to rain fire and brimstone, isn't it? Would you fight your siblings or there? You begin to burn it down because somebody came and took your father? Mazi, is that what you would do?
That is the height of criminality, the height of impunity, and the height of wickedness.
And foolishness. So it shows that you're not a member of that family.
I don't know whether you guys are hearing someone that is intelligent, the way she is reasoning. And it has been the way this, I don't know whether this thing, all of them in that DOS criminal organization, the way they reason are just the same. No, it's not the way they reason, because they are the perpetrators. They know what they did, okay? So they just want to use it to deceive the gullible ones, right? They actually know what they are doing. The same thing this woman is saying here. And she admitted that our PM is fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She admitted it. Yes, based on the illustration that she just gave. But what she's now saying is, why will he be destroying his own people? That has been the narrative they are putting out there, because that's what the zoo told them to be using. Do you know that rejecting everything that concerns the federal government, in fact any government, is against you? There is nothing like eastern government. There is nothing like this government is southeast government. No, any government in Biafra land is government of the Nigeria. So if they really believe in fighting of freedom, these are people that claim that they are fighting, they are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually started what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing today. And this, I don't know. This woman here opening her mouth, talking rubbish. So she will tell me that the husband that she married never did what Simon Ekpa is doing today. But all of them claim that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And she lied here and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked her, that boy, where is he from? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't talk with this woman. This woman doesn't even go because he doesn't want to see her. And she's here lying. Every time she lies. I've seen, hi, bad woman, bad wife. It's terrible.
Yes, because you would want to protect that home and go and fight for the release of your father, to recover your father from wherever he's held, yes? So that is me answering that part. Now, on the part of the intellectual disability and the stupidity and creating nuisance on social media, I and IPOB, we and Nnamdi Kanu and his family, we are fighting the government. We are busy, and I, for one, there's another little rascal lady that likes to call my name. There's nonsense going on now that Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian government wants to release him to come and destroy what somebody. A psychiatric hospital to examine that. The nonsense that shoots out from their mouth. You wonder, is this a onya? So if Nnamdi Kanu is released, I guess he's coming to destroy. What is that monkey? What is he doing?
So my people, are you hearing how this woman has been raining insult upon insults to our PM and to the lady that she is actually talking about? I think I know the lady that she's talking about, but I wouldn't mention because she did not call name. But at least she made us to know who she is talking to in regards to our PM. So she has been insulting our PM. You see the kind of insult that this woman has been raining insults on our PM.
He's not doing anything. He's causing kidnapping. He's the leader of kidnappers and terrorists in Biafra land. He is destroying Alibo. And that time I will go after him.
He said,
That is just now conclude on our attention since. I want his mates. Number one guy here.
You know, when you see empty vessels, they don't actually say anything meaningful. You will see them just talking, making noise, praising themselves, you know, just ane koga, but onwere fafachi. All the noise that she's been making, I don't know where it's coming from. She hasn't made any vital statement here. She's just been making noise.
1, 2, a time. So we are busy resisting government. We are resisting the US government.
My people, the funniest thing that I've heard is that this woman said that she has been busy resisting the US government, fighting the zoo government. This woman.
When UK government is busy playing Pepper Tiger and playing like they don't know what they're doing. Meanwhile, they're doing a lot to us, and we are fighting on that front. You think it's by going to war? What can you sustain war with? You can't. So we go with our brains.
So this woman says that it's not about going to war. She has been fighting the war with her brain. Hi. It's terrible.
Find the loopholes and we present it. Biafra will come and then Nnamdi Kanu will be released, and all the people who are held in illegal detention and unknown places by the Nigerian terrorist government, they will be released. That is.
Wow, bravo. Hi. This woman has a strategy. Wonderful. Have you heard the way Biafra will be restored? She has been fighting in all fronts. Jesus Christ. This woman has been trying. It's like Biafrans are not recognizing all these fights from all fronts. She's been resisting the zoo government, resisting the American government, resisting the UK government, fighting on all sides. And that is how she will continue. Not with guns. No. She's fighting with her brains. Can't you understand this, guys? You guys are not understanding this woman. Oh.
How we will go about it. So I am busy and burdened by the weight of our people. And I cry to God every night to please help us, that our people will not perish, that they be protected and guided by Okike and the universe. So I've been busy now on all fronts to make sure that our people are protected and resisting government, because Hanetiaka in our lives in a lot of places, and I try to resist. So I've been busy with meetings and the government and resisting evil, both spiritually, politically, and otherwise. Therefore, you do not have the time.
Oh, my people, did you hear that? This woman has been busy resisting governments of all countries on all sides. She's been so busy, or she doesn't have time. She's been fighting for the restoration of Biafra. Oh, this woman has been doing a lot. I don't know why people are not recognizing that. Why? Why are we not recognizing your efforts? You've been fighting, not even only physical. You have been fighting both spiritual and otherwise. I don't know the otherwise anyways, but you've been trying. Oh, that's what she's telling us. All right.
To respond to him, neither does Nnamdi Kanu's family, all of us. Like, we don't have the time to respond to him. Now, having said that, it's when you get responded to him. We haven't that we came to respond to him because that is his age. That is like an 8-year-old naughty child.
And that's where brought us to you calling out the son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. You exposed this guy to your nonsense. You called a child out to participate in your evil doing. All right.
Having said that, it's going to get responded to him. We haven't that we came to respond to him because that is his age. That is like an 8-year-old naughty child. And then that became, little children into place. He puts them in order. If you misbehave, you put them in order. So to prove to you that Onya is not intellectually able, I will present him that became Nnamdi Kanu.
The person that is not intellectually able, okay, is more than you in all ramification. The person that is not intellectually able has more qualifications, has more actions. Currently, okay, has, I don't even know the one that I will say. How many things? This guy is someone that has what I don't know. I don't know how many persons in that your contraction terrorist country that has the kind of activities that he is possessing in his hand right now. I'm not sure there is anybody that has it, because nobody is fighting for freedom, at least to add with what he's doing. I don't know how many people that are in their limelight, in politics, in government, and still practicing as legal practitioners. I don't know how many people that can do that. Okay, this person, when he was in the zoo, represented the zoo in the highest level in athletics. Okay, he qualified to go to Olympic before he had an injury. He represented in African world medals. What have you done for your dearest contraption called Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom? What have you represented them for? And the Britain that you claim that you are from, what have you done there? Because the man in question is representing the Finland as a councillor. He is a councillor in his in his village. He is a councillor in his constituent. What are you doing in UK? He is a military, navy for that matter, a sniper for that matter. This is the man that you are bringing mouth to, right? What are you doing in UK if not the money that you use to sell your husband? What are you doing there? You will just come to social media to insult yourself. That is what you do.
His family will present Nnamdi Kanu to them, to him and his minions, his fellow imbeciles, yes, with their unactivated frontal lobe, because they're all criminals anyway. So Nnamdi will have a challenge. So I have a full-blown broadcast on the 22nd of September. So
okay, so we heard her calling the followers of Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Briki, the Afrans, imbeciles, right? So this is just for people that when you hear people responding to this woman, you always say, no, leave her, this and all that. You see that she doesn't have respect to anybody, right? And I don't know why someone that does not have that respect wants respect. it doesn't happen, right? So because what will happen to this woman going forward? she will feel it. What she just vomited, all these insults that she rained on everyone that are following the genuine Biafra freedom movement supporters. These people have been insulted by this woman, and she will collect now. So nobody should come and say no, let's, so everybody is clear. She called all of us imbeciles. Okay? In fact, you don't want to see what people are already posting on social media. The person that is calling us imbecile, if I should put the pictures here, you see her face and you watch. Sometimes, you see, when a madman sees you, I don't know whether some of you have recognized that when you see a madman, okay, like those days growing up, I remember some mad people that we play with, right? These are people that we can play with. They are not violent, right? When you see them, they will call you madman, madman. They will be the first to call you a madman. So that's exactly what this woman just did. She is calling people imbecile, called our PM all manner of rubbish, okay? But when you see this picture and see the face of this woman, oh Jesus, you will be shocked. How come that she resembles this kind of people? But that's the woman, and oh Jesus, and you hear her talking. But we don't reciprocate to stupidity, right? Because that doesn't make sense. We want to be logical. We will respond to her based on what she's saying, not based on who she is. No, we are not after your personality, after your person. We are after what you are doing and what you're saying. And I think that's objective enough.
Between now and then, he should face the challenge. Yeah, Guyana became barrier now because Nnamdi has time. Nnamdi can be very busy. So they can have a challenge on subject whatsoever. Is a Biafra leader or exile government. Because I think
Prime Minister.
As far as I'm concerned, exile government, no, I went three in diaspora. I went one in America. When the last person that they marched, there were two before him, I believe. So Nnamdi he's the prime minister. So IPOB is setting a challenge between the prime minister of exile and government, bad people, and then
crime minister.
Yes, prime minister.
Somebody went out. So they would say,
the prime minister, Mazi. Yeah. You have to be knowledgeable in a lot of areas, isn't it? So, you debate politically with your opponent. So now we don't have time. So Nnamdi has all the time in the world. So they can debate. Nnamdi, what is 15 times 7?
105.
105. So if you
I bet you before and after that in 10 seconds.
Hi.
And then Nnamdi just get the answer in less than 1.2 seconds.
So what is, if you turn 105 into time, what is that? If you put it into time.
Which amount of time?
What amount of time would that give you? Not in days, because I know that will go into days.
Minutes?
Yeah, minutes. How many minutes would that give you?
Well, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
1 hour 45 minutes. Thank you, Nnamdi. You can go back to your room now. Thank you so much.
Nnamdi. You will soon have
yes. So
have a mate that you will teach.
Yeah. So let the Prime Minister have 1 hour 45 minutes challenge within Nnamdi on 7 subjects. Now he's intelligent, yeah. So the competition or challenge would be based on what.
All right. So she went on continued with this nonsense that she was displaying on that formerly known as Radio Biafra, and she was vomiting all those nonsense, and somebody there part of the criminals in DOS, kind of responding to her because they are just the same. Okay, so and these are people that are touts, right? These are faceless agitators for 13 good years. Never were able to do anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will try to go 10 steps. They withdraw him 20 steps back. These are people. So seeing PM coming within 2 years. In fact, it's less than 2 years that Biafra government in exile was established. They have come to achieve a lot. In fact, you can't even believe that today that American people are talking about Biafra. The congressmen, women are now understanding the plight of the Biafran people. These are people that say that nobody has ever brought anything like this before. While these people claim that they have actually done that before, but they did not do it, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually tried to do it, but they did not take the letter to anywhere. Just the same thing with ICC. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu thought that they sent a letter to ICC, never knew that these criminals did not do that. The same thing with the one they thought that they sent to UN, the one they thought that they sent to, that's all the places that he gave these people instruction to do these things. They did not. Do you know what? The enemies within were too much that Mazi Onyendu did not even know. And do you know why it was easier done in that Onyendu's time? Because he allowed these criminals to be faceless. How can you be fighting for your freedom and you are not showing your face? It means that tomorrow you can be among the enemies and we will not even know. You will be gallivanting in Nigeria. You will say you're a freedom fighter, but you will be the DOS, and you will be surrounded yourself with military, and you claim to be fighting for freedom. So that is exactly what we saw during the time of Onyendu. But you know what? A man now came and stopped those criminals, because why they were doing all those things? Why they were doing all those things was because they were getting their salaries, and some of them were paid, and so many things went wrong. How can you be paying freedom fighters? So they were having occupation and they can't afford to lose those jobs. So why would they want Biafra to come? They wouldn't. And that's what transpired. Now Mazi Simon Ekpa came and stopped all those nonsense. The person that understands how to get something done, he came and began to do it, and within the space of 2 years things are happening, everything is falling in place, and these people are getting angry. And the same woman that sold the husband, they are using her because probably she had actually committed some, they say that she's jumping from one man to another and all that, and a lot of things. So that one doesn't concern us. What concerns us is we are going after what you say and what you do, not your personality. If you like naked on the street of UK, it doesn't concern us. But if you want to stop what we are doing, the Biafra will tell you that your father is not the owner of Biafra. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have the monopoly of Biafra agitation or Biafra freedom. Okay, he doesn't have it. Nobody. So even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if he comes out, he is our leader, we respect him. If he comes out and say that we should stop, we will pack him one side and focus on what we are doing, because nobody has it. Nobody. So not even you, that you are even ex-wife, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will divorce you. You actually sold him. Okay, so that is all I can say in this video, because it's really sad, and I'm very furious about this whole nonsense. And she will collect everything that she wanted, all the insults that she rained on the people, she will get them back anyway. Other than that, that's where we are stopping, and subsequently we will bring some responses and all the reactions from the Biafrans and some expositions that will be coming afterwards. Thank you very much, my people, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to click that subscribing button and press that bell icon, like the video. Until I come your way next, have a terrific day. Shalom.